Good evening, everybody. It's Adam Trails, and it's so nice to see you. Oh, by the way, name change. Shortened it up just a little bit to make it easier for people to find me on social media. So, what's been going on in the last month and a half? I know for me, I needed that time to recover physically and mentally after the Boston Marathon. And I've been getting a lot of work done.
This sucks. How come that manager guy always makes us do work?
So, being a new homeowner, some unexpected expenses came up.
Taxes! Taxes! Beautiful, lovely taxes!
But I'm hoping to record with more frequency, more regularity. And I want to go over a very important topic today, running safety. We had an incident that took place at Middlesex Fells Reservation in Massachusetts about a week and a half ago. And I want to share some of my crazier experiences out there on the roads. So let's get started. All right, running safety. So if you're a evening runner like myself, this time of year it gets dark out so early, you want to be visible. So you want to wear your belt, you want to have the right gear, which could include the headlamp. Boom. And then also, I like the little snap bracelets that are reflective. Make sure you're wearing the bright colors too. I tend to go with maybe like a reflective yellow or an orange, maybe a pink. Depends on the day. I like to be a little stylish, not as good as Eric from Roadrunner, but still stylish. So this is probably the most important one. Make sure you're following the rules of the road. Definitely run against traffic. I know as someone who lives and runs in the city quite frequently, I would say be in a bike lane if you can, or just outside of it, depending on the season. So you want to make room for the cyclists as well. Also, trust your gut, your instincts. Never assume that a car can see you. I know even with a headlamp, it's quite concerning the amount of people that are still texting and driving these days. So also fitting, we're getting our first snow of the season tonight. So 1 inch in Rhode Island. It's the weather, and I've noticed as a runner, I've always paid attention to the weather. I want to know if it's hot, if it's cold, if it's going to snow. Do we have a tornado warning?
Looks like the twister is headed right for the Dayton on propel.
Is it going to be heavy rain? You want to know, and you want to dress accordingly. So you want to make sure that you're not overdressed, underdressed. Do you need water bottles if it's hot? And dress appropriately if it's cold. If you're gonna be out there on a run, do not be afraid to tell somebody. I know my mother all the time is like, hey, text me if you're going out for a run. And if you're gonna be out on the trails, bring your cell phone, bring a whistle, try to recruit a friend. Do not go out there alone. It's just not safe. And you have to ultimately do what's best for your health and safety. So another one is know your running route. It's really nice when there's a sense of familiarity. You know where the potholes are. You kind of know the route by heart. You give yourself an out in the event you need to call for help. And if you decide to stay in and go on the treadmill, probably the safest thing to do, but just know there's even an element of risk in that. And back to that incident that took place at the Middlesex Fells Reservation. So a woman was walking and she was attacked and sexually assaulted. And in my many years of running, these incidents are few and far between, but they do happen, and people can get seriously injured or worse. I know myself, I've been followed, I've had to run to neighbors' houses, and I even had an incident where a registered sex offender reached out his window and touched my buttocks. So that actually went to court, and he ended up receiving 6 months of probation. It was very uncomfortable, very uncalled for, and I guess the point in me telling that story is women aren't always just the victims. It can be men as well. Anybody. You just have to protect yourself. You have to give yourself that out. You have to have people around. I know when that man reached out of his driver's car window and touched my buttocks, I immediately went over to people that were on the sidewalk and reported the incident, and they witnessed it as well. So anyways, folks, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Nice to see you again. Like I said, on Instagram, I am now Adam Trails. Same on YouTube. Hopefully makes it a lot easier for you guys to find me. So anyways, have a good night. See you soon. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay safe out there. Bye.